It's one of the most unsettling questions a parent can ask themselves, a thought so painful they immediately push it away. Is my child a narcissist? We watch our children with a fierce, protective love, looking for signs of their budding character. But what if we see something that worries us? A chilling lack of empathy, a manipulative charm, a rage that seems disproportionate to the situation. Is it possible for a child to be a narcissist? And if it is, can it be prevented? Today we're diving into one of the most difficult topics in parenting, the emerging signs of narcissism in childhood. First, let's answer the most pressing question. Can a child actually be diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder? The clinical answer is no. NPD is an adult personality disorder, and mental health professionals are extremely hesitant to apply such a permanent and stigmatizing label to a developing child. A toddler who screams "mine" isn't a narcissist. They're a toddler, exercising a normal developmental stage of egocentrism. However, children can and do exhibit strong narcissistic traits or tendencies. These are patterns of behavior that, if left unaddressed, can solidify into a full-blown personality disorder in adulthood. The crucial difference is that in a child, these patterns are not yet set in stone. There is a window of time, a critical period where intervention can change everything. So, at what age can you begin to see these tendencies? While every child is different, the most telling signs often begin to emerge as they move out of toddlerhood and into the social world of school, around ages 6 to 9. This is when the demands for empathy, sharing, and social cooperation become more complex, and the differences in a child's emotional wiring become more apparent. So what are the early signs to watch for? Sign number 1, a profound and persistent lack of empathy. All children are selfish sometimes. But a child with narcissistic tendencies shows a chilling inability to feel for others. They may step on a friend's fingers and show no remorse, or laugh when another child is crying. When you try to explain that their actions hurt someone, they look at you with genuine confusion, as if you're speaking a foreign language. They cannot or will not put themselves in another person's shoes. Sign number 2, an insatiable need to be the center of attention. This goes beyond typical look-at-me behavior. This child will disrupt a classroom, dominate every family conversation, and create drama to ensure all eyes are on them. They don't just want praise, they demand it. If another child gets a birthday party or an award, they won't just be jealous. They will often try to ruin the event or undermine the other child's success because they see any attention given to someone else as a personal attack. Sign number 3, an inability to handle criticism or disappointment. A child with healthy self-esteem can bounce back from being told no. A child with narcissistic tendencies shatters. The slightest correction can trigger explosive rage or a campaign of silent treatment and manipulation. They don't experience shame in a healthy way. They experience it as a profound narcissistic injury, an attack on their very being, and they will lash out with terrifying intensity to deflect it. Sign number 4, a masterful use of manipulation from a young age. This child learns early how to play adults against each other. They'll tell one parent one thing and the other parent another, a tactic known as triangulation. They are experts at crocodile tears, turning on the charm to get what they want and then turning cold and dismissive when they get it. They don't see relationships as connections, they see them as chess games, and they are always trying to win. If you're listening to this and your heart is sinking because you recognize your child, please do not despair. This is not a life sentence. In fact, you are the one who holds the key. The question of nature versus nurture is complex, but when it comes to these traits, nurture has immense power. The most common cause of emerging narcissism is not a bad seed, but a parenting style that either excessively indulges and worships the child, creating a little emperor or empress, or is excessively neglectful and abusive, forcing the child to build a hard, grandiose shell to survive. So how can you prevent it? How do you intervene? First, you must set and enforce firm, consistent boundaries. This is the antidote to the little emperor syndrome. The child needs to learn unequivocally that the world does not revolve around them. No is a complete sentence. Rules apply to them just as they apply to everyone else. This will be met with rage. You must stand your ground. Second, you must cultivate empathy relentlessly. When they hurt someone, don't just punish them. Make them talk about it. How do you think that made your friend feel? Look at their face. What do you see? Read stories that focus on characters' feelings. Praise acts of kindness and sharing more than you praise achievements. You are literally building the neural pathways for empathy that they were not born with. And third, and most importantly, you must model healthy humility and accountability. Apologize to your child when you make a mistake. Talk about your own feelings of shame and how you overcame them. Show them that it's okay to be wrong, that it's okay to not be the best at everything. You are providing them with a blueprint for a healthy self that doesn't require a grandiose facade. Raising a child with these tendencies is perhaps the hardest parenting path there is. It requires a level of consistency, strength, and emotional resilience that can feel superhuman. But you are not just managing a behavior. You are fighting for your child's soul. You are giving them the gift of what they lack the most, the ability to love, to connect, and to see beyond themselves. And that is a love that can truly change their destiny. Thank you for watching. Please share this important message with any parent who might need to hear it.